Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, I welcome all of you in your computer class. I hope all of you are fine. Today, our topic is flowchart, which is belongs to chapter 1, Programming Techniques of your book 10th Federal Board. The flowchart. Flowchart is a diagrammatic representation of algorithm. It describes what operations are required to solve given problems. Basically, flowchart is a diagrammatic representation of algorithm. It is easy to understand, so that's why we use it. Importance of flowchart in solving problem. Flowchart illustrates the sequence of operations to be performed to solve a problem in the form of diagram. It provides an easy way to analyze and find solutions of problems. It is very helpful in communicating the problem solving method to other people. Dear students, we all know that the diagram is easy to understand and communicate with the other person. So that's why we use the flowchart. It also helps in finding and removing errors in computer programs. Because it is a pictorial form, so that's why we can easily uh, remove the errors and find the errors in the computer program. Steps for drawing to flowchart. The first step is input. The flowchart developer must know what exactly the input to the flowchart is. The input is determined from the problem statement. And the next step is processing. The flowchart developer must decide what type of calculation is to be performed or which formula is to be applied to the required result. Decision, and this is very important for the flowchart. The flowchart developer must decide which control structure, sequence, repetition, or selection, these three we have discussed in our first lecture, are to apply for the solution of the problem. And the last one is output. The flowchart must provide the required output. Otherwise, we think our flowchart is wrong. These are the symbols of the flowchart. Flowcharts use these symbols. These symbols are fixed for their functions. Flow line. The arrow is used for the flow lines. And the next is the oval shape. Start, stop. Start flow. This symbol is used for the start and stop purpose. And the next one is the parallelogram. Parallelogram is used for input and output purpose. And rectangle is used for the process. And this is the diamond shape. Diamond symbol is used for taking the decision. And the last one are the connectors. The left one is on page connector and the right one is off page connector. Now I have some examples for you to solve the problems. Problem number 1 is find the sum, product and average of given 5 numbers. Now we draw the flow chart to find the sum, product and average of 5 numbers. Now the first step is to start. We use the start, uh, use the oval symbol for the start. And the next is flow line, arrow. And the next is we want some input, so that's why we use the parallelogram. Input A B C D, because we have 5 number, so that's why I use their A, B, C, D, 5 variables. Next is flow line. Again use the flow line. Now there is a process. First we calculate the sum. So that's why we add all 5 numbers. Then we want a product. So that's why we use all 5 variables to multiply each other. And the last we required average. So that's why we use the formula of average. Now our required output, sum, prod and average. This is our output, and the last one is stop. Now we have another example. Find the area of a triangle when the length and the height when the length of height and base are given. First of all, we use the start symbol, start, then flow line, then again use the input for the base and height. Now here we use the formula to calculate the area of the triangle. A is equal to B into H divided by 2. Now our required output A, and then stop. Okay students, now we have another example to understand carefully. Find the area of a rectangle when the length and the breadth are given. First we start, then we use the flow line, then we take the input length and breadth, and then we use the formula to calculate the area of rectangle. Now here we print our output, and the last one is stop. Dear students, here is your home assignment. Please complete it and send to your respective teacher. Thank you students.